Presque Antique Salvage and Decor is bringing an eclectic mix of old and new items. This morning, Ansley Watson is checking out what they have. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Yeah, Lana Lemire is joining me this morning. She's the owner. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Great.
So you actually used to have an old location on 3rd Street.
Yes, Curious Cargo Antiques.
And did it carry kind of similar stuff as what you're carrying now?
Similar stuff, not as much. I have a better venue here with the garage. I can do a lot more signs, furniture, things on that nature.
Now, I know a lot of people recognize this store as Northwest Service.
Yes.
A lot of people remember as that. You actually did something really awesome to recognize the previous owner of the store. Let's point that out really quickly.
So Lou DiPietro had this shop, and he was really well known in the area. He fixed Jeeps, lawnmowers, and I get people in on a daily basis telling me wonderful stories about Lou. Everybody's got a story.
I love it. Well, what have you done with the place here? When people walk in, what are they going to find?
They will find furniture, antiques, new and used, a lot of decorator pieces. If you're doing a bar in your basement, that type of thing. I also rent out for weddings. I rent out this bar for parties. I rent out whiskey barrels, all different things for venues.
You actually have a truck out back. Really cool thing. You just showed it to me. It is actually a grill underneath the hood. And
yes.
You rent that out as well?
I rent that out for parties.
So fun, so cool. When you look around, I mean, where do you find this stuff? How do you know what you want to bring into your shop?
You just never know what's going to show up. I just try to find interesting things that I think are fun, that'll bring out people's personalities when they decorate with it and put it in their own home.
Let's move on to this next room in the back here. As we continue walking forward. This still has a lot of the older things in it as well. What could we find in this little area?
This is mostly furniture, decorative, lighting, just a lot of different bigger items.
Do you find that you have to redo a lot of the items that you receive?
Not all the time. Most of the stuff is as found, unless it's a piece of furniture. You know, you might have to add a couple nails or something, or paint it. But I find people like projects, so a lot of people just want to buy a project, take it home, and make it their own.
I know a lot of people, I know for myself, it's like you find a piece, but you don't really know what to do with it. You're really more than willing to help people out with it.
Absolutely,
as well.
Absolutely. If you need ideas, you know, I'll help you go through things. If you have, say, a vase, you can bring it in, we'll match it up with something, we'll fix it up with some faux plants.
Very nice. In the next room over, we'll preview that more in the next segment, but you kind of redid this area.
Yes.
Let's check out this just briefly. This is your general store area.
Yes.
And what would people find in here?
This is a lot of new products mixed with some vintage items, different things I carry, like this is a product with my label on it as kind of a souvenir from Marquette, but you could use it for Bloody Marys or just a gift. Then I carry the buckwheat honey, which I'm the only place in town that carries the apitherapy, which a lot of people come here just to pick that up from me. Then I have the local maple syrup.
Very cool. Well, later in the hour, like I said, we will preview more of this, so stay with us, Lana. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Thank you very much, Ansley. Sounds like a really cool place to check out. And as people get to come in and do a little more touristy type of things here in the Upper Peninsula, the weather's starting
A new store where you can find a mix of antiques and new merchandise is open in Marquette on the corner of Presque Avenue and Wright Street. Ansley is back now to show us more of what's there. Good morning again, Ansley.
Andrew, good morning. This is just a really cool spot, full of history as well. Lana Lemire is joining me. She's the owner of Presque Antique Salvage. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's talk a little bit about this location. Obviously, a lot of people remember it as the old gas station, as the Northwest Service as well.
Yes.
You're doing a really cool thing where you want people to come in and kind of write memories of how people remember this place.
Absolutely. Ever since I've opened, I've had people on a daily basis come in that remember this store. It was built in the 30s, was owned by the DiPietro family for 80 years. So there's lots of memories. The last owner, his wife brought this down, and she'd like people to come down and write down their memories, share with her all the things that went on in this store, because there's tons of fun memories in this place.
I love it. Well, on one side you have all your antiques. This side's more of the newer stuff. Fun
Correct.
Little general store items. We got some food, we got some candy that kids can come and enjoy,
Right.
ice cream. One thing in particular, though, I have to point out, you even sell crickets for anybody who's brave enough to want sour cream and onion crickets.
Absolutely. They're fun for parties, for kids' parties. You can dare each other to have a cricket.
Oh, look, bacon and cheese. Yum, yummy. All right, well, you have all this fun stuff as well, but moving on, you got a lot of decor as well. Let's round the corner and show off some of the stuff that you have over there. You got old papers people can decorate with. What are some of your ideas with this?
Well, with the different types of paper, you can frame them or decoupage them even on a dresser, you know, paint the dresser and then put these on. It gives a nice focal point. Just a fun little way to bring your own personality into any project.
Now, this lady that you'd have the henna rocks from, she actually will come in and do some henna, right?
Yes, she has done a pop-up shop in here for the henna, and she plans on doing more in the future. And I will post that on my Facebook page for Presque Antiques. But she does these stones, and you can put them out in your yard. Yeah, they're just really nice little keepsake of Lake Superior.
We're around the corner here, and what's down this area?
So right now, this area just has some jewelry. Eventually, it's going to have my vintage clothes. I currently just don't have the room for it. I've got to shuffle this around a little bit.
Still situating things out, and behind us, this is a really neat thing. This is you said it's an old cigar cabinet?
Yep, this is a turn of the century 1900 cigar cabinet. It's all lined with tin. Would have been in a cigar shop.
Oh wow, look, I didn't even notice this, all of the old shaving cream.
Those are brand new shaving kits. I have a lot of guys who come in looking for shaving type
that
items.
Might not be a bad Father's Day gift
Right, exactly.
All right, well, we should probably mention, obviously, you're on the corner of Presque Avenue and Wright Street.
Yes.
Wright Street construction's taking place, but you are still open. What are your hours going to be?
My hours are going to be 11 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday, sometimes Sundays. Just call ahead or I might be here. But yeah, I'm open. The road still goes through a little ways. You can hit my parking lot and come in. So.
Very cool. Well, Lana, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Reporting live, Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.